Hey guys, it's Orange Titan back again with another action figure review. This time the brand new Fantastic Four First Steps MCU Mr. Fantastic. I've been seeing this guy online lately and he's been looking pretty good. And I'm excited for this movie. This is the one I wanted to get out of the wave. I wanted to check him out, so I did pick him up on Amazon. I have slowed down on the MCU figures, but I thought, you know, you gotta get the first family, especially when they're making their debut at Marvel. And I love the packaging. I might buy a second one to feature the keep and the packaging because I think it looks really cool. But that's not what we're here for. Let's take this guy out and check him out. Here he is, right out of the package. Pretty good likeness. I think this is a really good likeness to Pedro Pascal. It actually looks like him. I've seen some people actually take the head off and put it on the Mandalorian figure, which is really nice. I love the details on the suit and the boots. Looks actually really good, honestly. Even the details on the four, got some nice articulation. There's the bracelet. For accessories, of course, he does come with these nice open hands, and he does come with the fists. And the cool accessory is these stretch arms. Now, they haven't done stretch arms like this since the Walgreens exclusive ones. Last times, they've always been these little stretchy hands. Here's the old Reed. So I'm glad they finally went back to the long arms, and I think that's really cool. You know, just you just take it off like so, and bam, you're able to get some really cool posing. I mean, look at that. And they're really bendy. I think I want to say the Walgreens ones were bendy too, but I could be wrong on that. But I mean, look at that. That looks really cool. Do some really cool photos. They do bend for the most part. You can go around. I can kind of see mine's opening up right there, so just be careful. But look at that. That's gonna be really cool. But let's take these arms off, and let's just let's put the old arms back in, and let's do the review normally for, you know. So for articulation wise, for the legs, can go up to there for the most part, go around, can go all the way back, can bend all to the knee, can go all the way back, which is nice, up, down, side to side, can move like right there, which is nice. Arms can go all the way back, can go all the way back for the most part, which is nice. Can move the arm, can bend, so that's nice. Hands can go back and forth, and then you can move the waist, can move the upper top too, which is really nice. Can't really bend him a lot, but can bend him. No, you can't really bend him in the back. Head can go up, down, side to side. Really nice. They did really nice on this Mr. Fantastic. I think it looks really good. Yeah. There's also one thing I wanted to see how it looked. So this is the lab coat. Oh, I lost Reed. No, I have recovered Reed. So this is the lab coat that came with Ant-Man from the 2-pack of Wasp and Ant-Man. The bracelet does come off too, by the way. But let's say I wanted to take off these, and let's kind of see how the lab coat would look. Because Reed always has a lab coat. Oh, arm popped off. Because Reed usually has a lab coat. So let's see how this looks. So if you have this, or if you just have some cloth goods, you could recreate the lab coat look. look, which honestly, look at this. This actually looks pretty cool. Just got a nice lab coat look. That's really cool. Now, let's say I wanted to do the it's stuck. Go. Come on. I want to pause. It took some time, but this is how you would look with the lab coat and the stretch arms, which they do fit. It just took some time. So that looks pretty cool if you want to do the lab coat look, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. All right, now we're gonna go with some size comparisons. So first off, we have the Marvel Legends Doctor Doom, which looks pretty good with him. I feel like these could work, right? So that's really nice. And then we have this is the Human Torch body, but I put Reed on it because I feel like Reed should be a little buffer in this suit. So this is the Mr. Fantastic. This is how they look. And then here's the classic retro card Mr. Fantastic. Kind of, you know, based on the same kind, somewhat colors. And then here's the Mezco Thing, which I feel like this looks pretty good. And then finally, can't really see it in the picture, but here's the Mezco Mr. Fantastic, which is an amazing figure, 100%. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna ask if you can switch the heads or how would that look. So we'll do the little head swaps. So since both of the Mr. Fantastics looks the same, this is kind of, let's see. So this is kind of what it would look like, which honestly does not look bad. You know, if you wanted to get these, doesn't look bad at all. And let's say you wanted to do the same thing, like you want a more classic Reed, that looks fine. I do feel like the body's a little too small, so let's say we wanted to do that actually doesn't look that bad. It doesn't. You know, does not look bad. And then I'm just curious, so let's see how the Mezco would look. So let's say it doesn't really fit, but if you know, take out that rubber piece, and let's see. It is barely fitting, but wanted to do the Mezco head. Like I said, you would have to take out that rubber piece. Doesn't look bad. And it's the same thing with, you know, let's say you want to do the Pedro, where is it? Pedro Pascal. Yeah, could work, honestly. Could work. Another thing I wanted to see was this is the Mezco accessory. So I wanted to see, and it's rubber. So I wanted to see if I put it on like that. I mean, it's pretty cursed, but yeah, you could do the stretchy neck accessory. It is a way different skin tone, of course, but it does work. And if people want to know, let's say Because, oh man, now this head won't go on. Now let's say, because I know on the old Mr. Fantastic, you can take the arms out. So if you wanted to add these, they do go in, but the problem is the mushroom head is so small, the peg is so small that you would have to glue these in if you wanted to repaint these. Which, like I said, it does work and can work, but you would have to glue these in. So if you want to do that, it could work, but they do not just slide in. It's the same thing with, like, you can kind of see so much bigger. So if you tried painting these in, of course it's not going to work at all. And then I guess if people want to see, I don't have the white hand at the moment, but if you want to do the stretchy hand, that's how it would look. And for fun, just a little kit bash, a real quick one, is what if, like, you know, if you wanted to make a this body's way too buff, but like, what if you wanted to make like a Pedro Pascal Last of Us Joel, which, you know, I just put this together really fast, but kind of can get an idea of, like, you could accomplish it, right? That's kind of cool, right? So overall, I do like this figure a lot. This one surprised me a lot more. I'm excited for the movie. I could be a little biased off this figure. I do like Pedro Pascal, and I'm okay with him being Reed. I'm excited to see him. I hope this movie does good. I love the details. I love that they brought the bendy arms back. But you know what? We need bendy legs. You know, they should have made it where you could take them apart, add more parts. But overall, this is a really cool figure, and I like it a lot. I think it's worth the pickup. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this movie? Are you gonna go see it? Let me know. And always, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.